This is the Dibs from Mixer.com. Mixer.com/the DBSS. We call dibs on making a better world. Now, I just want to talk about The Mandalorian. The final season premiered and it was fantastic. I loved it. I want to see more. I'm waiting for season 2. I need it now. So, in the season final, The Mandalorian, we finally got his name. It's not just The Mandalorian or Mando anymore. His name is Dyn Jarren. It finally comes into light. We got his origin story. We get to see his face, and even more, we finally get to see a clan symbol. Clan symbols with Mandalorians are everything. They have a lot of symbols and a different meaning for each of those symbols on their helmets, on their shoulders, on just everywhere on the Mandalorian itself. And if you haven't seen The Mandalorian yet, go watch it. Do yourself a flavor. Go watch it. Check it out. You're going to love it. If you love Star Wars, if you previously loved Star Wars and maybe Disney ruined the new franchise for you this will bring it back into light for you. This will light a fire within your heart for Star Wars, and if you ever loved anything about Mandalorians, Boba Fett, Jango Fett, if you just like Mandalorians, you're going to love this series. I promise it. Now, Deathwatch is a very notorious Mandalorian clan within the Star Wars universe. Deathwatch was formerly believed to be extinct. The clan was exiled and survived on the moon of Concordia. During the Clone Wars, the galaxy was ravaged, and the governor Pre Vizsla brought old Mandalorian ways back into practice. Vizsla began creating a Mandalorian army and made a pact with the Separatist and Count Dooku. Vizsla created a Mandalorian army under Deathwatch to take Mandalore. However, in the Star Wars Clone Troopers, Darth Maul's survival and comeback affected Mandalore and the Deathwatch, as Darth Maul attempted to come back into power by creating a galactic crime syndicate. Then this would be backed by the strength of the Mandalorian warriors. This is contrary to what we've seen from Disney lore, or maybe not. That's still a bit unclear. But there are missing pieces here. Before the fall of the Republic during the Clone Wars, we see Deathwatch attacking Separatist forces and rescuing Dyn Jarren, the Mandalorian. So there's now a gap for additional story. What could have happened to Deathwatch after the Darth Maul arc? Well, there's a few things that we can look into, and we can kind of piece puzzle pieces together. I speculate that Deathwatch was focused on their own. They had resentment towards the Separatist and the Republic for the war-torn Mandalore. And on top of that, it was due to a civil war created between the Duchess and Vizsla. It was a Separatist who inspired the civil war with the Mandalorians, and it caused the destruction of Mandalore. Mandalore also has grudges against the Empire for taking their precious metal, and that precious metal is Beskar. What is Beskar? Why is it so significant? That is basically part of the Mandalorians' kit. That is part of their gear. That is everything to them, that Beskar. It is an alloy that is used to craft and create their armor, their helmets, their chest plates. Everything on their armor is created from Beskar almost. And it's earned. Everything that a Mandalorian has is earned through rights, through different trials, through different accomplishments. That's the meaning and significance of the Beskar and the symbols within the Mandalorian culture. Now, the importance of the actual Beskar, the reason that it's so strong for the Mandalorian clans is it deflects and it can take heavy damage from blasters. As you've seen in the Mandalorian several times, he's taken a lot of hits, but his armor has protected him through and through in almost every single case. Another important thing to note about Beskar is it can repel lightsaber strikes as well, which is important to know because during the Mandalorian timelines, if you go far enough back, there was a Mandalorian Jedi war. They actually waged war on the Jedi. We're still seeing the effects of the warring clans and Star Wars Rebels as well. Fall of the Republic, the Empire rises. Now, we see the effects of what happened after the Empire rose. We have warring clans. As seen in Star Wars Rebels with Clan Ren, you get to see the Mandalorians. They're fighting each other. They're having clan wars. It's not a good time. All this time during Star Wars Rebels, during the Clone Wars, and after the Clone Wars, that entire time, Deathwatch was still active and in hiding. During the rise and fall of the Empire, Deathwatch remained. They hid with the remaining members of Deathwatch, and they had a new leader. I don't know if it's the Mandalorian armorer. We can speculate maybe it is. But after the fall of Darth Maul during his failed crime syndicate, we also see a new leader within Deathwatch, Lorca Giddick. Now, they became leader after Darth Maul. We don't know if they're still alive. This is kind of old lore within the Clone Wars. There's nothing piecing these together, but there's nothing that contradicts them either. That's the exciting part about this, is they're digging into a new lore and they're sculpting it. I'm excited to see where this goes. I want to know if the armorer is Lorca. That would be fantastic if they kind of combined and pieced together the lore, bridged it together between the old and the new. That'd be freaking amazing. I can't wait to see what they do with the Mandalorian season 2. It's probably the most fantastic thing since Rogue One, in my opinion. I enjoyed Rogue One. I enjoyed Episode 7. After that, not so much. Not gonna lie. So the one thing that has got me super excited for the Star Wars universe is just strictly the Mandalorian at this point. I can't wait to see what they do with this in season 2. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed that, come check me out on Mixer.com. We also have a podcast going for Streamerology. Check the links in the description. I will link that up for you guys. We also do a podcast every Monday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You want to come check it out? Come watch us live on Mixer. Mixer.com/Streamerology. Links in the description. Thank you guys so much.